All right, so I don't really know how to start this video. I'm gonna just go ahead and say I've been on a GLP-1 for the last 2 weeks. This is my third. I took my third injection today, so it's the beginning of the third week. I've already lost 6.5 pounds. So I decided that I wanted to take a GLP-1 just because, honestly, I probably gained like 70 pounds in the past 2 years. I would say about 50 of those pounds weren't gained intentionally. Like, I did go through like a dirty bulking stage. Fast forward past the dirty bulking stage, I was still eating, okay? Still chomping. I wasn't working out as much as I was because I was working out a lot. In 2023, I wasn't working out as much as I was. I gained a whole bunch of weight. I got into a new relationship. So, of course, you know, it's the happy weight. Even I am really happy. That sounds like a very asshole thing to say, but if you've ever been a girl who's like fluctuated with her weight or struggled trying to maintain a particular weight or a particular size, like, you understand my frustration. So I gained a lot of weight. I think when I put it into numbers, I gained about 25 pounds unintentionally in 2023, and I gained from 2023 to 2024, and from 2024 to 2025 I gained about 13 pounds. So like I said, put it in perspective, between 2023 and 2024, I gained 24 pounds. Between 2024 and 2025, I gained like 15 pounds. So right now I'm looking at like 40 pounds that I was looking to lose. I did like go into panic mode because they were, you know, talking about all these shortages, and in my research, like, some of the people kind of popped up on my FYP like, y'all need to get y'all medicine now, the medicine's about to go up. And yeah, I definitely did that. So I took my first shot on March the 15th. I took my first shot. The first week I had a headache. I had a huge headache the first day after. So my shot day is on Saturdays. So the Sunday after, I had a huge headache that started about the middle of the day and lasted throughout the day. I didn't really have a lot of symptoms. I did notice the lack of appetite, like, immediate. Well, I wouldn't say immediately, because I wouldn't say I felt the effects immediately, but I did feel the effects really soon. So I would say I took the shot on Sunday night. Saturday, midday afternoon, I was really feeling like, very much so, what is the appetite? Like, how does that feel? I've never had one before. Like, what is it like? But there was really like, a lot of mental clarity that was around like me and my food, because I had gained so much weight. I had been really hard on myself. I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself to stay up under a certain amount of calories and eat this, don't eat that. And I had all of these cravings. And so it was a lot of inner voices that were combating that I didn't realize until I did get on the shot. So I noticed that the first week, when I weighed myself again before I took my second shot, I had lost 6.6 pounds. So that was really good for the first week. I was super optimistic going into the second week. I mean, I'm telling everybody, my mama, my best friends, like, people on the internet, like, if anybody said anything about wanting to lose weight or doing whatever, I'm like, hey, you need to go talk to your doctor, see about getting like Zepbound, Wegovy, Ozempic, whatever you need. Get the GL, the P, and the 1. Okay, you need all of that. So I was very optimistic. I'm like, oh my god, like, I lost so much weight. Okay, so fast forward, the second week. So I took the shot for my second week on March the 22nd. So the second week that I took the shot, it was fine. I did notice nausea on like that, I want to say like that Sunday. I did notice nausea. I did have Zofran that was already prescribed to me or that got prescribed to me when I got this medication for anti-nausea. So I didn't have to reach back out to my provider to let them know like, hey, I'm nauseous, so, you know, can you fill a prescription for me? Because essentially it was already filled. I am a nauseous girly in regular life. That is like my Achilles heel, keeps me in a chokehold. So I also had some tucked away on the side, but I was happy to get a refill of the prescription. So I took the Zofran, which was the anti-nausea medication. It worked fine. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, I was fine for the rest of the week. The comparison, I think the first week I noticed that maybe by Wednesday or Thursday, which is around day 4 or day 5 of after taking the shot, that I guess you could say like the food noise or like the hunger was very, like, not very noticeable, but it's like, oh, I forgot. My brain does tell my, my stomach does tell my brain that I'm hungry. Like, those feelings are a normal part of my life. So I started to feel them really strong the first week, and I think that was just because I had never felt an absence of it, like in totality, without, like, being sick. So the appetite being suppressed and then all of a sudden just coming back, it was like, it almost felt like, I guess you could say, the food noise was louder, right? But it wasn't louder. It was just because I had been put into a semi-silent room for the first time, and I didn't realize like how loud my normal environment was, if I can put that into like an analogy for you. So the second week, I didn't notice it. I wasn't as hungry. I did eat, because I do feel like the first week, what probably contributed to how much weight I lost was the fact that I decided to, what contributed to how much weight I lost in the first week, in my opinion, was the fact that it was water weight, which was one of it. I was coming off of my period, so that was another thing. And then also being so heavily suppressed the first couple of days, I didn't eat as much as I should have. I wasn't really hitting my protein or anything. So I was definitely more mindful in the second week. Like, make sure you eat your food, make sure to be more diligent and more intentional about getting your protein, getting your fiber. I didn't notice true like constipation. I'm really good on eating like my fiber in general, so adding more fiber wasn't like a big thing. I didn't really feel a lot of constipation or those type of side effects, which I know a lot of people, they do say, which I can see. If you aren't used to eating a lot of fiber and all of a sudden you reduce the amount that you're eating in general, I can see how you can be constipated. Absolutely. So I try to make sure to drink my water. Me and my water, we fight. Okay, we fight every day. So wasn't drinking the water as much as I could have. The second week, I tried to be better about it, drinking the water, eating the protein, eating the fiber and everything. Also, the second week, Sunday, I had a 5K, so I ran a 5K. Monday, I went to the gym. I also went to the gym on Thursday, I want to say, and today is Saturday. I may go to the gym later on this evening if I don't feel bad from the effects of taking the shot this morning, or I'll go tomorrow. So in comparison to last week, also, I worked out more. This is why I think that the grand total that I lost for the second week was only 2 pounds. So I only lost 2 pounds the second week on my GLP-1, which was a little discouraging. I'm not going to hold you. The reason why I say it's a little discouraging, because I've struggled with my weight, and I've gone and I've lost weight before. I've lost 40 pounds in 3 months. I've lost, 70 pounds over the course of 6 to 8 to 10 months to a year. So I've done it slow and steady. I've done it quick. And I know that you can lose, if you're just working out and eating right, you can lose about 2 pounds on average just on your own. So it's I kind of feel like, why do I need the shot if this is something that I know I can do on my own? However, that would be very naive of me, because I do understand that the appetite suppression is helping me stay on my calorie goals. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's helping me stay on my calorie goals and not overeat, because I lost 2 pounds. And 2 pounds is good, even in just regular life. How much you need, how much you should aim to lose is about 2 pounds per week. So the first week could be put up to a fluke. The second week can be put up to, I was eating more. I was making sure to get all the right things to fuel my body. And I was also working out. So when you work out, your body kind of needs to help repair those muscles that you're moving, that you haven't moved in a while. It had probably been at least a month or two since I worked out at all, maybe 6 months to a year since I've been consistent. So of course my muscles needed a little bit more help, meaning that they fill with water and fluid and all of these things that are needed to make sure that they heal properly and come back bigger and stronger. So I'm also retaining water, I assume, because of that, which can also add into what I would see on the scale as far as my weight. So going into the third week, my goal, honestly, I want to lose at least 3 pounds going into the third week. if I lose 3 pounds going into the third week, it'll definitely be a little bit more of a boost than if I either gain or lose 2 pounds again. So I am looking to 2 or 3 pounds. That's the goal, right? I don't plan on being on this GLP-1 honestly longer than another. Honestly, I plan on ending at 12 weeks. So May 31st will be my official last shot. And then I guess you could say June 7th will be my official GLP-1 last weigh-in. So I'm going to be doing weekly weigh-ins. I'm not sure if I'm going to record and give information about it, but I kind of wanted to get this information out because it had been it'd been already 2 weeks, and I said I wanted to make content on it, and I haven't made any content actually documenting the journey. And I know sometimes, you know, the memory fades as we get, you know, as we push further into this journey. I don't want my memory to fade and all of a sudden I can't remember the symptoms I felt, or I can't remember, you know, the highs and the lows of losing versus not losing some weeks. So here you go. Hold on. Y'all, I'm not gonna hold you. So I'm a millennial. I had to make sure that my camera was recording because I recorded a whole bunch. Anyway, so right. Fast forward. Right now, like I said, I lost a total of 6.6 pounds. It's been 2 full weeks with the GLP-1. I plan on going 12 weeks. My last official weigh-in will be June 7th. My overall goal for these next 12 weeks, I want to lose in total. The goal is to lose at least 25 pounds, right? So if I'm on the GLP-1 for 12 weeks, that's 2 pounds a week plus a little bit extra every week, which is, you know, not too crazy, and that'll put me at about 25 pounds lost. Because I am a little bit heavier than the average, you know, human, because I'm obese, as the BMI would say, because I'm obese. I do feel like I am able to push myself a little bit harder to be able to get to that 2.5 or that 3 pound weight loss weekly or average weekly. So for right now, I have a stretch goal, which very much so corporate speak, but I have a stretch goal of being able to hit 35 pounds lost. So I want to be able to lose, really, by June 7th, I want to be down 35 pounds. I have a wedding that I'm in on June 7th, and I would really hope to be down. So this part of the video, I am going to say I probably will edit it out. I started this journey, I started wanting to lose weight and really taking it seriously March 1st. March 1st, 2025 is when I decided I really wanted to like hunker down and do something about it. Between March 1st and March 15th, I lost about 3 or 4 pounds. So in total for the month of March, the 3 or 4 that I lost plus the 6.5 that I lost this week, for the month of March, I want to say I lost about close to 10 pounds, right? So I started at 260. When I started the actual GLP-1, I was 256.8. Sorry, I had to look at my notes. So I was 256.8 when I first started the GLP-1. The second week I weighed in at 252.2, and currently this week, third week, I weighed in at 250.2 for a total loss of 6 pounds and 6.6 pounds. So I've lost 6.6 pounds. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep trying to document when I can. I am really good about recording content. I'm really terrible about posting content. So you will get as much content as I can post when I feel like posting. Next, I would like to let you guys know that, you know, if you want to join me on this journey, sure. If you want to ask me questions, sure. I don't have any, super helpful things that I feel like I can offer because I just started, but yeah, if you want to join, follow me. I have 13 followers. Who minds it, you know? Who cares? Hop along with us. We have a good time over here. I don't know why they follow me. I post like 3 videos a year. maybe I repost the funnies. I interact with people for sure. If I see you commenting on the video, we're chatting, we're cracking it up. But yeah, no, definitely join me on this journey. I'll be on this journey. Like I said, I'm gonna be taking the shots weekly. Right now, this is a 2-week update. I may do updates every 2 weeks versus doing it weekly, just because I don't know the consistency of how my content will be. I'm kind of going through a transitional period with the current job that I'm at right now, so we'll see how that works. But for right now, I'll either give 1 or 2 week updates, and I'll be on this GLP-1 all the way until May 31st. My last official weigh-in will be June the 7th. The goal is 35 pounds, the stretch goal. Like, we are overachievers. We're going to try to hit the stretch goal. If we're really talking, if it's just me and you, I want to lose 40 pounds. Okay? I want to lose 40 pounds. Come along with me on this journey. Anyway, bye.